Battle through the firmament. Great world. Chapter 407 Xing Chanyu. The streets of Star Moon Town weren't wide, but they were neat and tidy. On both sides of the town, whether it was the tea houses or the inns, they were all filled with a quiet and peaceful atmosphere. Some old men were lying leisurely on the bamboo chairs in front of the tea houses. They lazily squinted their eyes, humming an unknown tune as the bamboo chairs swayed slightly. On the bluestone paved road, moss grew in the corners. Before entering the town's entrance, dozens of ancient white jade pillars had been erected to form a grand but not luxurious gate. No matter what kind of building it was, it exuded a sense of time, and no one knew how long it had existed. Slowly walking on the bluestone street, Su Jiang looked toward the entrance of a tea house not far away. A white-haired old man was holding a bamboo fan, lying on a bamboo chair with his eyes narrowed leisurely. On the stone table beside him, there was a palm-colored small pot. The old man would occasionally pick it up and take a sip, looking extremely relaxed. "Elder Jiang, are you all right?" Su Jiang walked forward and said respectfully to the old man. The old man casually responded. He opened his eyes and looked at Su Jiang. After recognizing the latter, he couldn't help but smile brightly. He waved the fan in his hand and said, "Young man, you are here. I haven't seen you for a few years. You haven't changed at all." After saying that, the old man looked at Xiaoyan and the others behind Su Jiang. His lazy gaze swept across them. When he looked at Xiaoyan, his eyes suddenly revealed a trace of an extremely sharp light. The light flashed and disappeared, but Xiaoyan didn't notice it at all. "These little guys are that whatever cloud of yours." Yun. The bamboo fan knocked on his head. The old man could not recall the name for a long time. Yunlo Academy. Wu Shaoqi couldn't help but remind him, but her heart was full of dissatisfaction. This old man couldn't even remember the name of the Yunlo Academy. Oh, right, it's the Yunlo Academy. These 5 little fellows all seem to have good aptitudes. They're slightly stronger than the previous batch. Elder Jiang, you flatter me. Su Jiang hurriedly cupped his hands, but a trace of joy flashed across his eyes. In the past few years, when he brought his students here, he had seen this old man every time, but this was the first time he had heard the old man say such a thing. "But let me tell you, the people from the Star Sky Academy just went there. Those 5 kids are much stronger than you guys." The old man laughed. The white beard on his face trembled as he laid back on the bamboo chair. He spoke as if it were nothing. Star Sky Academy. Su Jiang's originally smiling face immediately became gloomy when he heard this. His eyes fixed on the old man, who still had his eyes closed, leisurely swaying. Su Jiang softly exhaled. It was a long while before he slowly spoke. "In your opinion, will we be able to defeat the Star Sky Academy this time?" The old man laughed when he heard this. He gently waved the bamboo fan in his hand and did not speak. "Thank you for your trouble." Su Jiang cupped his hands toward the old man upon seeing this. He left with Xiaoyan and the others. Wu Shaoqi glanced at the old man with dissatisfaction before leaving. Clearly, the latter's attitude had displeased her greatly. The old man slowly opened his eyes long after Su Jiang and the others had left. Spiritual light surged within his eyes. He seemed to glance at the sky above him and mumbled to himself, "It's hard to say." However, the little fellow from the Yunlo Academy actually has 3 monic flames in his body. This time, there's going to be a good show to watch. He smiled lightly. The old man's eyes flashed, and he saw Old Man Tang and the others walking over from the town gate. He immediately closed his eyes and pretended to be resting. "Ha ha, Brother Jiang, you're resting. It's been so many years since we last met, but you're still old and strong." When he saw the old man, Tang Hong's eyes lit up. He put away the crutch in his hand and went forward laughing. "Humph, you are." The old man slowly opened his eyes. When he saw Tang Hong and the others, a trace of confusion flashed across his eyes. "We are from the Southern Sky Academy." 10. We are from the Southern Sky Academy. 10 years ago, I was the one who led the team here. Sensing the confusion in the old man's eyes, Tang Hong couldn't help but smile inwardly. As expected, he was too old to remember anything. Although he was smiling inside, he still spoke respectfully on the surface. Oh, it's you guys. You've broken through to the monarch cultivation. Congratulations, congratulations. The old man suddenly seemed to realize something. He nodded as if gaining enlightenment and looked at Tang Hong with a slightly surprised expression. I was just lucky. Although Tang Hong was modest, he was extremely happy inwardly. He waved his hand and spoke. These are your 5 children this year. The old man didn't respond directly. He looked at Zhou Buyi and the others behind Tang Hong and asked curiously. That's right. To put it bluntly, this is the best batch I've brought all these years. This time, I think it's enough to fight against the Southern Sky Academy. Tang Hong laughed out loud upon hearing this. His rosy face seemed to have become much younger. That's right. Nodding slightly, the old man looked at Zhou Buyi, then closed his eyes once again and stopped talking. Brother Jiang, have a good rest. I'll be leaving first. Tang Hong had no intention to talk to the old man further. After cupping his hands, he left with the others. Zhou Buyi was the last to leave. He looked at the old man silently but found nothing strange about him and could only follow. This kid, the old man muttered and waved the bamboo fan in his hand. Suddenly, his white brows knitted, and he smiled gently. Yi Xuan, this little girl has also come. Elder Su, who was that old man just now? Wu Shaoqi, who was following behind Su Jiang, said indignantly. It wasn't just the old man's attitude toward them, but also the contempt he showed for the Yunlo Academy. Hearing Wu Shaoqi's question, Xiaoyan and the others also looked at Su Jiang. They didn't dare act rashly here, so they hadn't asked about the old man earlier. He is the judge recommended by the 4 academies for the 4 academies competition. His ability isn't high, but he once entered Star Moon Island and came out safe and sound. He also brought out a spirit stone. It was said that the word, Star Moon, was printed on it. Because of this, the people of Star Moon Town thought of him as the destined man. Furthermore, he has some foresight. He can roughly predict the future. Su Jiang paused for a moment and said, so, the people of the 4 major academies respect him because they want to gain some enlightenment from him. But now that he is about to die, I guess he no longer has this kind of ability. Smiling indifferently, he recalled what the old man had said earlier. For some reason, Su Jiang felt a trace of anticipation in his heart. Oh, Wu Shaoqi didn't fully understand what he meant. She nodded and said nothing else. Xiaoyan pursed his lips. He had tried to use his soul power to observe the old man but hadn't managed to find anything. After walking for the time it takes an incense stick to burn, the houses on both sides had already been left far behind. Not far away stood a row of wooden houses. The surroundings were filled with blooming flowers. Behind them, a wide waterfall poured down. A rapid river bypassed the wooden houses and flowed into the distance. Further away, there were continuous mountains. Stopping in front of the wooden houses, Su Jiang softly called out. In front of the wooden house was a wide plain. But at this moment, a middle-aged man was standing in front of the wooden house, looking at Su Jiang with a smile. Xing Chanyu. Su Jiang looked at the middle-aged man and said coldly. The middle-aged man was tall with a square face and wide eyes. His chin was covered with a thick black beard, and he wore a black robe. When he saw Su Jiang coming over, he grinned and said, Su Jiang, you still dare to come? Why wouldn't I dare to come? Su Jiang's expression was cold. His white robe fluttered in the wind. Xiaoyan squinted his eyes and looked at the middle-aged man. The blood qi in the man's body was as vast as the ocean. It was obvious that he had surpassed the emperor cultivation and reached the monarch cultivation. Did you not read the notice sent by the Star Sky Academy? Xing Chanyu chuckled, then shook his head indifferently. His voice suddenly turned cold as he said, but it's good that you are here. Su Jiang, This time, I'll let you see how strong a truly powerful academy is. Chapter end. Please guys like, comment, share, and subscribe.